Hello, YouTube live stream. I am on here to share about the hip hop rap artists who are selling their souls for money and fame, who are selling out just to make a name for themselves or to get popular or to get famous, but they're selling their souls for the money and the fame. That's what I'm on here to talk about. There's a lot of hip hop rap artists who are selling out. Look at the females in hip hop, the women, they selling out. When you will do anything for money, that's selling out. Anything. Okay, anything for money. The twerking, the females in hip hop, how they twerking all on the floor, they selling out. They selling out. They doing anything for money and fame. But behind closed doors, what's going on? Okay, this to get the fame and the fortune, they selling out. They selling their souls for money and fame. Money and fame. That's not good. When you'll do anything for money, they'll do anything for that money. And there's no such thing as a gangster rapper or a Christian rapper. These are labels. The world we live in like to stick labels on people. This world works as a box system. So it's they selling their souls. They're selling out. They're selling out for the money and the fame. The money and the fame. That's all they about. And that's not success. Being having a bunch of money in the hip hop music industry in the big old mansion, that's not success. That's the world's definition of that ain't what the Bible says success is. So they selling out. They're selling out for that money. They're doing anything to get that money. The females in hip hop are doing anything to get the money. The hip hop rap artists who are selling their souls for money and fame. Money and fame. They in love with the money. They in love with money. Ain't nothing wrong with having money. It's when you in love with it. But they selling out though. And it says right here in Mark 8. Mark 8. And it says in Mark 8:34 in the Bible right here. Right here. Right here. Okay. The way of the cross. Then he called to the crowd to him, along with him, with his disciples, and said, whosoever wants to be my disciples must deny themselves, take up their cross. They take up their cross and follow me. Whosoever wants to save their life will lose it, but whosoever lose their life for me, for the gospel, will save it. What good is it for someone to gain the whole world, yet forfeit their souls? Or what can anyone give in exchange for their souls? If anyone is ashamed of me and my word in this adulterous and sinful generation, then the Son of Man will be will be ashamed of them when he comes in the Father's glory. So what does it profit a man to gain the whole world and lose his soul? To have a bunch of money and fame, but be empty on the inside. To be empty. Because money, fame, and popularity, that's not success. Okay, being a famous rapper, having people scream your name, having platinum records on the wall, being a gangster rapper, that's a label. Being a Christian rapper, secular rapper, these are labels. They selling out. They selling out for the money and the fame. For the money and the fame. And people falling all on the floor for these people, making idols out of them. Do not be impressed with those who stack up riches. Okay. Proverbs 16:27. So do not be impressed with those who get rich and pile up fame and fortune. They can't take it with them. The fame, the fortune, it all get left behind. That's Psalms 49, verse 16. It's empty. To be a famous rapper, to be popular, it's empty. It's empty. to sell out. They're doing anything for the money and the fame. And that's not success. That's the world's definition of success. The world says if you got a lot of money and fame, that's empty. That's not success. That's not what God says success is. No. Real true success, according to the Bible, is prospering in your soul and in your health. But being a famous rapper, being popular, having fame, it's empty. So what does it? What does it profit a man to gain the whole world and lose his soul? No matter how much money you got, that's not success. So Psalms 49, do not be impressed. Do not be impressed with those who get rich and pile up fortune and fame. They can't take it with them. The fortune, the fame, all get left behind. Just when they think they have arrived and folks praise them because they have done good, they will enter a family blue plot where they will never see sunshine again. That's Psalms 49, verse 16. It's empty. It's empty. They're selling out. They're selling out for the money and the fame. That is so empty. Yep, very empty. So I'm praying for all those who are chasing fortune and fame. It's empty. And that's not success. Nope. It ain't success what they showing you. I'm praying for them that God's goodness and kindness and love will lead them to repentance. Bye-bye.